in my face. Come on. What up, peoples?
What's up?
Saturdays. Come on.
Talking about what's up, YouTube? What's up, Instagram land? Everybody on Instagram, come on over to YouTube for the Sippin the Serpent show on the YouTube.
Come over. Just come on over. It's going to be a good time.
Come on over. Don't ring the bell.
Monitor talk today, actually, right?
Okay. Yep.
Let's go.
That's why I had my monitor out earlier on the clip for the day's show, because he's got some cool stuff.
Hey, I remember you're on this side.
He's got way cooler monitors where he's at. And if everybody didn't know, the guy that we're talking about, Ben Saldivar. I hope I said that right. It sounds like a magician or something. Saldivar.
He's going to pull out his hat, pull out a rabbit, you know?
Get in the box. But hell yeah, I got a couple things I need to go through real quick with everybody, as always, and then we're going to get into this wildness. So I hope y'all are all ready and buckled up. I hope you all got your coolers of beer handy or your puffcos at arm's reach, whatever you prefer. But I got to give a quick shout out to Husbandry Pro, okay? RWO HP60 gets you 60 days free when you sign up. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Make sure you do that.
I mean, you can get so much stuff done that you need for your husbandry with that Husbandry Pro.
Oh yeah, everybody needs to watch the episode that I did, the coffee episode. Was it last week or whenever in the morning? I was on it and I was screen sharing it, and dude, you can hook up spider. You can do so much stuff with it, dude. I mean, your spider robotic herbistat can link to it. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy, people. Do it. I also got another shout out I need to get off my chest. Gaps. Please go to www.gapsecosys.org and use your promo code TRIP5 for 5% off. That's 5% off, everybody, okay? TRIP5. Do it. Do it. Without further ado, we're going to bring up with a guest of honor, and then we're going to get into these comments. They're blowing up.
Wait, what happened to Dubby?
I ain't fucking with Dubby right now. I'm drinking. You know what I mean? I ain't feeling like doing all that. They're all right. It's cool. Go to Dubby. Look, so Justin wants to do it. Look, Justin's drinking Red Bull. Dubby, Trip 6 Serpents 10 for 10% off. Do it. And we'll help you really do it though, for real. Really,
you know what I'm saying?
But people don't really drink that shit. They all want what you got. They want that damn Red Bull. But I'm telling you what, if your chest hurts and you're tired of feeling like you're gonna die after you drink a Red Bull or a Monster, try the Dubby, man. You make it yourself with water. It's natural caffeine. Everything's natural about it. Try it out. Okay.
Come on.
Thanks, Justin. I can't believe you reminded me of that when you're over there sipping the Red Bull.
It don't matter, you know. Go Dubby.
What's up, Ben?
What's going on, guys?
What's up, Ben?
You know, not drinking Dubby. Drinking
Drinking Modelo, fool.
Modelo, fool. Ay. You see, senor.
I'll sip to my Red Bull on that one.
Yeah.
Justin's on a diet. He ain't drinking really no more.
I am. I'm just, you know.
He's trying to get into that Daytona. He's getting into that Daytona weight. You know, the Daytona beach bod.
Hell yeah.
I was getting
Hell
that
yeah.
beer was getting to me, man. I was getting the gut on me and everything. Oh hell.
Hey, it's all right, bro. You're almost 40. You're up there. I mean, it is what it is. Just be with it.
Come
What up,
on.
Dickie Foster? What's good? First comment. What's up?
What up?
Got Ken in the house. Chooch.
Kenneth the Menace.
I'm wearing a Chooch shirt, Chooch. Let's go.
I love that shirt.
Duval.
What's up, Duval?
I want to get like where it says Chooch 1, Chooch 2, Chooch 3, Chooch 4, you know, and be like thing 1, thing 2, thing 3.
I think that's what we're going to try to do on the jerseys. I think we're getting RWO jerseys made.
Oh,
Shauna, Ben, if you didn't know, every time someone puts a cheers, I play a game with my audience and I drink. You don't have to if you don't want to because they will get you tore up.
I love drinking, and I got a whole fresh case for tonight. So,
Come on. Come on.
cheers.
You shouldn't have said that. What's up, Pierce? Pierce Motorsports. What's up?
Let's go. Catalina Morse.
What's up? She's going to be on the show next month.
Mitzi.
Mitzi, what's up?
Got Jay with Green Line. What's up, Jay?
What's up, man?
Let me see up. We got Cal. There's Cal.
What up?
Let me see.
Oh,
Tire
good
Gods.
Lord. Tire Gods, what's
What
up?
up, Tire Guys?
Good to see you.
Brave. What's up, Brave?
Dave. I'm sure he's going to say something about a smoothie here in a little bit.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, almighty.
There's my other Chooch right there.
What's up, Pat?
What is that name?
Living Oddities TV.
Yeah, Oddities TV. Yep.
Okay. 207. 207.
Holding it down.
Christopher Walker. Chris.
What's up, Mr. Walker?
Right?
DDM. Got one of the DDM people repping tonight. Thank
Oh,
you.
look, you got Hoggalicious in there. What's up, Hoggalicious?
Hogalicious. We love that you like it.
Got Chase Down Reptiles.
What's up, Chase Down?
What's up?
Chucky.
Oh, the Chuckinator.
He came over. He made a comment, a little smart ass comment on Instagram saying he wasn't going to come over, but he did.
Oh shit. Well, then you're a Chooch, Chucky. But look, you still made it over here.
Blowing kisses
Chucky
and
always
everything.
spreads the love. He's always helping us out anytime he can. I love that dude.
Oh, Chucky's awesome. Man.
Wiz.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're in Arizona too. Chucky's Arizona too. What's up,
Come
Wiz?
on.
Good to see you,
Come
man.
on.
Looking forward to good things this year with you, man.
Clowning around. What's up,
What
clown?
up, Dustin?
What's good?
I'm on it tonight. I remember everybody's name. I started drinking earlier.
Look at Zach in here. Look at
What up,
this.
Star Park? Husbandry Pro. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, baby.
Nice.
And reptile ads. If y'all didn't know, check out. Just type in reptile ads on Google. It's pretty cool.
What's up, G Paul?
G Paul, what's good?
G Paul's probably rocking them socks.
Oh, you know he is. He's got his socks on and got his
feet
little.
pics all night. And that was happening.
He's got his little mixed drink or something with his sock.
Clowning around. I think that's everybody, man. We
got Melissa. We got the second one from DDM.
Yep.
I hope
Yep.
you're enjoying that sweatshirt. I hope it's keeping y'all nice and warm.
Hell yeah.
But with that, what's up, Ben? I hope you're having a great night, man. I'm super happy to finally have you on. It worked out great. You look great, man. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers. Cheers.
Look,
Thanks for having me.
Today.
Yeah, today was awesome. Spent a good bit of the day cleaning, snake tubs and, changing substrate, changing out monitor water lizard, or water, the water for monitor lizards and stuff. You know how that goes. But that's typically how I spend my weekends is reptile chores.
Your monitors are probably like every other monitor. They like to poo-poo in their water.
It's like a
And
blessing
it's a constant thing.
for sure.
Our water thing is like 50 something gallons or some 30 or 50 gallons or some shit. And it's constantly like, you'll be sitting there filling it up with water and that fucker will get in there while you're doing it and get under the water hose and get that massage going and just let it go.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm like, well, I guess the drain's open, so it's going out. But I'm like, God,
Anyway,
all this water, dude.
Yeah, your setup is, for your bigger Asian is pretty sweet. I like that a lot, having that built-in drain. It's honestly a must with the bigger water monitor.
For sure, dude. To be able to turn a drain and let it just flow out and just keep squirting it. Yeah, bro. It's like cake.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't.
You got it going outside of your screen and patio too, to where like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It just goes right out into the yard and just
fertilizes the grass.
Yep. I reckon.
Nice.
I reckon whatever. It goes in the neighbor's yard, I'm sure. I don't give a fuck. Fertilizing somebody's grass.
First, where are these chicken feet just keep coming from? I don't Oh man.
No, it's nice, and I built that thing, and like it took me forever to build it, and I built it out of scrap wood and stuff that I found like on the job.
Yeah,
and like wire mesh that we had left over. And it was like it's a Frankenstein cage, honestly. It's the doors are made out of wood fence panels. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is, but it
lizard don't care.
The lizard tore it up. I had it looking nice. I had moss, live moss everywhere on everything, and had the waterfall running. I built that waterfall with real rocks and great foam. It took forever because it's angled.
So it's like cool, even though you use wood and scrap. I bet you that thing still looks sweet as shit, bro. Like,
it's badass.
Totally.
I'm about to actually get. I'm thinking about hitting up Mark and Custom Cages and seeing what he can do for something for my back patio that I can like take apart. What up, Wiz? Where I can cheese. Every time I see whiskey, it fucks me up, bro. I'm sorry. It fucks me up. It ain't my fault.
It ain't my fault.
And I do that. But yeah, I want to get something bigger because it's getting bigger. They get big, and it's like that's a pretty big cage, but it's not big enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, it suffices. Right now, she's in here in a tub because it's freezing outside.
Oh, okay.
And I don't trust it. Every time it happens, like it always happens to me when she's outside and the power goes out because it gets so cold or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then she like gets freezing cold.
Yeah, for sure.
You wake up in the middle of the night, the power's off. You're like, first thought in your mind is, damn, the power's out. Then the second thought is, oh shit, my lizard's outside.
Mm-hmm.
But it rarely gets cold like that. That's, What up? Never seen you, El Gringo's Loco. I love that. Hey, I'll drink some Modelo to the Loco, baby. You know what I'm talking about?
That's my boy James.
Come on.
That's what I'm talking about. So he's got a monitor on there. We're talking about monitors. Let's talk about some monitors for a minute, man. I'm a monitor junkie, bro. Like I want to sell all my snakes and just get into black dragons.
Yeah, he wants some black dragons.
Nice.
So what do you focus on, and what do you keep as far? And I think you were telling me earlier you've actually hatched out some monitors.
Yeah. So I started the very first monitor lizard I got was an Argus monitor, and got him coming up on 3 years ago, and kind of raised him up from nice. Oh man. Shit.
You can't even top that, bro. You can't even top that. Kyle just shut down the show.
Leave it to Kyle. Leave it to Kyle.
Beeps when I get too far from home.
Yeah, it beeps a lot. It beeps a lot. Does it talk to you too, Kyle?
Oh man. But I got an Argus monitor. I raised it up from a hatchling and got him nice and big, and went from a 50-gallon to a 4x2, and just kept growing so fast. And I kind of started panicking, so I built like a huge outdoor enclosure for him, and 10 foot by 6 foot by 6 foot. So that's where he resides now, and he's getting big outside. But
it's so fun keeping them outside, right? I mean, it's
absolutely
an experience, man. I love it.
I have it right up against my living room window, so like I look outside and it's like a huge enclosure. You know what I mean? Like it's
That's sick. So you can look out the window and always see it, which is pretty dope.
He's just chilling, basking, perched up.
That's how mine is. Yeah, if you sit at the dinner table, you can open the window and the screen porch, and you can see it out there. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Come on.
Nice.
That's awesome. You did that.
Yeah. After I got him outside, I had kind of always gotten into reptiles with the idea of like I really like producing. I like breeding animals. I think the idea of creating stuff is pretty sweet, and if you can do it ethically with the right stuff, and I think the reptile hobby needs more captive bred animals, right? So I got a female Argus monitor, and I'd been growing her out, and I was going to wait until this coming season to pair her, but I got lucky enough that one of my good buddies was letting go of a breeding size female, and he's like, dude, do you want to take her? And it's like, yeah, for sure. So I took her into my care and got her, to like breeding shape, I guess, like cycled her and let her belly hang, kind of got her in a cycle, started developing follicles, and put them together. And a couple months later, she got real huge and swollen, and I knew she was going to bust. So I pulled the male, and I left my female Argus monitor outside in that big enclosure, and I let her use all of it because it has like 18 inches of dirt. So I figured she'd use the whole thing as a nesting box, and sure enough, she did one day in June, and she came out to bask and was completely deflated. And I pulled her inside, started soaking her, and just started digging. And it took, probably half an hour, 40 minutes to figure out where she dropped them. But I dug Argus monitor eggs out of the ground in Arizona. Like
That's cool as shit. That's cool as shit. Now I have to ask, because you said you had about what, like 12, 13 inches of dirt for her to dig down in there. What did you have below that? Did you have just blocks underneath that, or is that what you did? Is just blocks?
Yeah, I did pavers because they love digging, and I knew he would just dig straight out. So I lined the bottom of the cage with chicken wire, and then on top of the chicken wire, pavers.
Yep. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then you pretty much just dug that down in the ground and had it keep going up. Pretty much had dirt all in there. Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. And then I did like substrate barriers with like 2 feet up, and just let it cook. They got a big pond in there, and that was pretty sweet. Got the bug really.
Come on.
Argus monitor eggs 13 inches in the ground. Shit, let it cook. Let it cook.
It was 117 degrees that day too when I pulled them out of the ground, like air temperature. But I temped the ground, and it was like right at like 80, between 84 and 87, where she laid.
Hey, I'm sure they do great out there.
Oh yeah, they do amazing. And
it's
just like, crazy.
I don't know if a water monitor, and that's like that type of monitor species, would do well in that dry, because it's not humid there, right?
No, our ambient humidity is like 10%.
You would have to have like a misting system in that to come on, which you could run it
constantly.
You could do that.
You could have like outside your faucet on a timer and have a misting system on it. Kind of just like you would do your own little greenhouse type deal. But yeah,
that heat from the Arizona sun, that dry heat definitely would create a lot of humidity if you had misters, or like a sprinkler. You could even probably just put a fucking sprinkler, one of them in your yard, and let it get.
You keep the dirt wet, and it really helps with that humidity.
Yep. No, I didn't think about that. That's awesome.
But yeah, that's kind of what started the monitor bug. And then from there, I kind of linked with, I'm not sure if you know Mason Barnes, but he's a good friend of mine, and he produces and has a lot of crazy monitors. And he got me hooked up with green tree monitor, but like a special locality of green tree monitor that we imported from Europe. So he hooked me up with one of those, and then he had to move from Arizona to Nashville or like Tennessee area, and he had a clutch of Coming Eye, the Philippines water monitor. He had a clutch of those cooking, but he couldn't drive with the clutch and to Tennessee. So he's like, if you incubate these for me, I'll let you have one, and then you just ship me the rest when they're all hatched. It's like, dream come true.
Come on.
So I have a question about the tree monitors. What do you know about the blue tree monitor? Fiasco, Standstill, or whatever you want to call it. I think they put them on. You probably know more about it.
Yeah, for sure. So they put them on ESA listing, which essentially means that they're in the Endangered Species Act. And when that did happen, it shut down all importation of them from, outside, for like Indonesia. And then once all the animals that were here, they were limited to only being sold in state lines. But there was a lot of legislation and stuff to combat that. And
Well, I
it's
think
since
what
been
it
reversed.
was. Well,
It's
correct.
been reversed now, though, hasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been
Well,
reversed.
correct. I was going to say correct.
Can't wait to see some at Daytona this year.
But it seems like what it was they was on that it was a temporary hold,
Yeah.
right? And then they had to do the legislation, and all the people or whoever told these people that did that, if you have to do the research, right? But there was not enough research to back up that claim or something like.
Correct.
I mean, there was a lot of moving parts to it, but it was something along those lines. Because for something to be classified as a critically endangered or whatever endangered animal in any form of the word endangered, they have to have some kind of like scientific study of these animals in the wild, and nobody had done that.
Right. And
so
I
then
think
it was kind of like
being them only coming off of like that one island, like Raja Rampart or whatever. And and since they're only known for being there, legislation was like, well, there can't be that many. But if you talk to people around the area, like there's no shortage of blue tree monitors.
Did you hear about them making the people that have had success breeding them in the States? They was giving them passes and like certificates telling them that they wanted them to breed them, so that like they let them keep breeding, but the babies had to go to wherever to be put back in the wild for restocking or whatever. Did you hear about that? Like,
I hadn't heard any legitimacy behind that. I think it's a great idea, but just like the
I haven't like talked to anybody that. Yeah, I'm not talking to anybody that was like one of the people. I've just heard that's hearsay, you know.
I think it is here. I have a couple buddies in Arizona that are producing them, and I know that they submitted like evidence that they produce them with lineage and stuff like that to show that they're like, you know, being taken care of well in captivity, and that it would be a hindrance to the population that's here in the States for them to not be able to cross state lines. And we won that one.
So. Well, they didn't have them. And remember Justin last year, like we talked about before, I was looking for them because at Daytona last year, because I was like, if they have them here, then it got reversed or it got shut down or whatever. But they didn't have them. They had yellows and greens. And I think they even had they had some other kind of tree monitor. There's more than just the 3 type, right?
Yep. So there's going to be your green tree monitor, and there's 3 recognized localities of the green tree monitor. The one that you most commonly see in the hobby is going to be your sarong locality. That's the one with all the blue spots on it. And then the second least common is going to be your Jayapura locality, and then the Maruki. And that's just for the green trees. Those are all green trees. And then there's yellow tree monitors, just those. And then there's blue tree monitors. There's the black tree monitors, which are the Bacara.
Maybe it was a black one. Maybe it was the black one that I remember.
And then there's the golden spotted tree monitor, which is the Varanus Bowman.
That would be cool. A black tree monitor would be
I
dope.
seen one of them in Daytona.
Yeah, some of these tree monitors, like the golden spots, they're still like $7,000 or $8,000 for like captive bred ones. Or like, it's insane.
Oh, you're talking about the blues?
No, they're golden spotted tree.
Oh, I was gonna say, I hope them fucking blues ain't that much.
No, I think for a captive bred blue, you could probably get a real nice one for $3,000, between $2,000 and $3,000, which is still, you know, a lot.
Still expensive. To think that I saw black dragons, a pair of them, for like $1,200 or something, not even like that. And they were like sub-adults.
Oh, nice.
They were big lizards, you know, and like,
yeah, for sure.
They were big. We saw them for a really good price at Daytona that one year. They're pretty deep.
Last year they were the pair, and I was like, I kept walking by them, and because there was that spider dude right there next to him, and Alex, Justin's old lady, kept going to the spiders because they knew somebody working the booth, and she loves spiders, so they kept going over there, and it was literally right across the aisle. And every time we walked by it, I mean, I had the money, I just didn't have the stuff set up ready to go. What's up? Thank you. Later. Have a good night. I didn't have the means to have a home, and because they were big, bro.
Yeah, totally.
2 big ass fucking black dragons, and I was like, man, I was like looking around the show. I was like, I wonder if there's a big enough thing I can buy here and just keep them in until I can order this. And I was like, no, they'll be there next year, something like that, you know.
Totally.
But this coming year, I started saving money while I was at that Daytona, so I'm going home with some fucking black lizard. It's happening.
You want something crazy this year?
Yeah, fuck all the damn ball pythons. Now I hate to say it like that, but I want some. I'm a big lizard dude, man. That's why I was excited to get you on.
For sure.
So
snakes and shit are like so easy and like but the lizards, man, it's just different. Like you can connect with them and
so
all my snakes are sleeping during the day. You know what I mean? They're just sitting.
For the most part, yeah. So what do you what other species do you keep other monitors besides the what did you say, Argus?
Yeah, I got the Argus. I have the yellow-headed Philippines water monitor, the Coming Eye, the tree monitor. What else am I working with?
So you only breed the Argus.
Yeah, that's the only thing I have like actual pairs of. I have a 1.2 of the Argus monitors right now.
Okay.
The only other I've only been in the hobby like officially for coming up on 3 years now.
Zach, you're nasty.
Leave it to Zach.
Zach, if you're in Daytona this year, which I hope that you can convince them to send you there. Dude, you can take me. I'll take you home.
Oh god, it's gonna be
get in the hot tub or something.
But I only recently got into the hobby like pretty seriously the last 3 years. And I just started working at like one of the best reptile stores in Arizona, Predators, and that's how I got into the hobby. And then just quickly started getting like addicted right away. So I just like started quickly growing instead of like, you know, getting a corn snake and a leopard gecko. I just like went balls to the wall and like monitor lizards, pythons, and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
It started with my wife saying I could have one animal. And I don't know, like this is a whole reptile room, right? But it used to be my wife's work office. Thank you, babe. It went from one reptile to let's run it and let's try and start a business eventually. You know what I mean? And but yeah, so I work with a couple random monitor lizards, and every second I have free. I'm watching a podcast, listening to something informational. So I just kind of grew into this relatively well-known person in Arizona that cares a lot about reptiles, specifically monitor lizards, and people have started like giving me really badass deals on stuff, or if they're feeling overwhelmed, like my buddy gave me a blue tree monitor because it was having a mouth issue and it was like rotting in its mouth, and kept on taking it to the vet and it was never getting better. And he was like, dude, take this thing. And I got it better.
So you have a blue tree now?
Yeah, I do.
Oh man, wow, okay.
But like I've just been really, really lucky and fortunate to be around people that have been doing it way longer than me and showing me the path and just like honestly blessing me with really good opportunities.
Come on.
Because I'm not like a baller or anything. Like me and my wife rent a house. Like I work a full-time job. Like I'm just like a normal dude. But
you would think that you're by looking at your social media that you've been doing it for a while, but I guess I didn't. You fooled me.
I think it's like once I go in on something, it's just like crazy hyper focus, and I think it's just like ADHD brain.
Yep.
Yeah, your stuff is really good online too. Speaking of that, we had the link up here in the chat earlier. But if everybody wants to go to Rooted Reptile on Instagram and give them a follow, if you're not already,
come on.
Thank you guys.
Being
snakes.
Yeah, so you do, and I was going to talk about that too later about your snakes after the commercial break later. But I'm going to talk about some lizards. So
yeah,
we talk a lot about snakes. Okay, let's give the snakes a break. But so here we go, right here. Everybody, click that link. It's clickable. You can click it. Boom, boom.
Click it.
Thank you, guys.
So, you said you work at a reptile store?
So I did work at a reptile store a couple years ago. Well, coming up on a year ago. My day job is I install motorized sunscreens and awnings out here in Arizona. And I've been doing that for coming up on a little over 5 years now. But a couple of years ago, I took a hiatus from that career. The company I was working for kind of went under, and I had to figure shit out. Got real depressed, was unemployed for a couple months, and talked to my wife, or my fiance at the time. But she was like, "You need to do something that's gonna bring you some passion. Like you're just wanting to sleep all day. Like you're not doing shit around the house. And that's not like me. Like I work all the time." So I applied for a position at my local reptile store, which they're awesome. Shout out to Predators Reptile Center, best store in Arizona. And they were, lucky enough to give me a shot. I think they gave me the job because the only snake that I had at the time, and the first snake that I had ever bought, it was a dragon snake. I don't know if you're familiar with those colubrids, but pretty hard to keep in captivity. And I'd had it for a while, and they were like, "Oh shit, you can do that? Yeah, you can totally take care of animals." So quickly went to manager, went up to a manager position there, and learned a lot. And then had to get let go. Store was really slow, and I was one of the higher paid employees. And my boss looked at me. He's like, "No offense, you're kick ass, but I can pay someone, minimum wage to do your job."
Right.
And I didn't take any offense to it, but that's kind of how I got so far in the hobby so quickly. Was because I was getting, led step by step by these people that had been doing it professionally for years and years.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Lucky's on your head.
Badass.
So
yeah, I did that with my Argus monitor. He'd sound like an RPG. He's not bitey, but he just hisses just. So anytime I'm on my shoulder, it just sounds insane.
She's pretty good. I mean, her claws are pretty good, but for the most part, she's pretty good.
Nice.
But you got her in a big bin inside too, don't you, Nick?
Do what?
You got her in a big old tote inside?
Yeah, just a big tote. I mean, it stays so warm in here. She's only in here at night, though. In the daytime, it's warm during the day.
Right.
And she's got heat emitters and lights, and her cage is decked out with all of that, but it ain't the fact of having, she would be fine. Remember last year I took that video, it was snowing outside, and then I was feeding her rats and shit, in the screen porch because it was so warm in there. But I fear if the power goes out,
right,
and I'm sleeping and she's out there, it's going to be freezing.
Right.
The other night, my monitor lizard that stays outside, he decided to not go in his heated hide box overnight.
Yeah.
And it got 40 degrees, and I woke up in the morning, and he's just all just frozen stiff, and I'm like, fuck! I grab him, and I take my shirt off, and I'm just holding him. I'm holding him for half an hour, and he's like, dude, this.
What I tell you, Justin, remember what I said?
Yeah, Nick dealt with the same thing last year.
I had to hold him. I had to take off work. A power went out.
Yeah.
It was 20 degrees outside.
Mm-hmm.
It just went out long enough for him not to die, or her not to die.
Yeah.
It was so close. But I woke up, freaked out, ran outside. She was in the water. Water monitors, they want to sleep in the water.
In the water, yeah, totally. Yep.
They stay in the
water bowl in the wintertime. I give them a little.
Well, I had a fucking water heater in the water reservoir.
But the power
keeping the water 74.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was nice and luxurious, and
for sure.
And it was just a freak thing. I never thought about the power going out.
Totally.
And so then that happened, and dude, I can't believe she made it. Mm-hmm. She was like you said, arms back, not moving, not even tongue, nothing. No tongue flicks, nothing. Couldn't even open her eyes, bro.
Yeah. And if you heat them up too fast, then they die. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
no.
you can't cook them.
No, you just have to, like you said, you just put them, like, put a jacket on, put them close to you, and just close that jacket, and just fucking, they'll heat up to you to like 90 or whatever your body heat is.
Yep.
And then you know, I didn't know I was freaking out, dude. Honestly, it clicked in my mind, and what really helped me was that Camp Kennan video.
Yeah, with Slinky same shit.
Yep.
I wanted to throw him right into like a hot shower
bath or something. Yeah.
Yep. And then I remembered, like, oh no, I'd kill him. So I just
Yep. Yeah.
He's fine now. Like, he was outside basking and he's doing great. He's a tank.
Come on. Oh, they're surprising, man. It's really incredible seeing, like you said, that happened to you, and me seeing what happened to mine. And I'm sure we're not the only monitor people where shit like this happened. So it's like,
we're the ones that give a fuck too. So you imagine.
Well, once you see that, then you realize how hardy they really are. Like, people, I used to freak out about if a shipment for a reptile got left in Tennessee at the shipping facility for one extra day. I used to freak. But bro, I'm not saying that it's a good thing.
Right.
And I'm not saying that this is always the case, because yes, if they use the bathroom a lot in there, they could pass away from the ammonia and stuff. Yeah. But what I'm saying is they're hardy, bro. Yeah. Like, these animals are super hardy. It's really insane.
It's really rare for them to pass or be terminally ill from them getting too cold. I feel like it's that high heat that's more dangerous.
Oh, yeah, you're cooking them. Yeah, at that point.
Right. But like you said,
cold for too long.
They're fine.
Right. You know, too cold for too long is what's detrimental.
I'd rather definitely do it cold than heat any day.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For sure. So no, go ahead.
I was going to say, I've never had neurological issues or nothing from being too cool. I've always had it from if it gets like a heat strip goes bad and it fucking ain't registering right and it fries the fucking cage. Damn, they'll be looking stargazing, you know?
Yep.
I found if you just put sunglasses on them, helps a lot.
Yeah.
I need to order some. Where are you getting them, at Amazon or Temu?
And it also makes them het for gangster.
Het for gangster.
Het for gangster. So yeah, what would be like your most challenging monitor that you've gotten so far? Like,
right now, I have a crocodile monitor living in my bathroom, and that has been fucking insane.
You said Nile?
Crocodile.
Oh, a croc monitor?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, okay. Talk about that.
So, like I'd been saying, how I've kind of been getting blessed with like these crazy opportunities. A buddy of mine runs a reptile rescue.
That's a blessing in disguise, brother.
Yeah, a 501c reptile rescue, and this police officer donated a crocodile monitor to him because didn't have enough time to take care of it, and he just kind of wanted to get rid of it. So I went and got a crocodile monitor for $200, and
come on.
How big is it?
Full grown? A female. She's pretty full grown. She's probably like, she can smack me in the face with her tail when she's on the ground and I'm standing
up. Is it mean?
I wouldn't say mean, but she likes to open her mouth and like flex on me when I get above her. But like the biggest problem with her is not even like dealing with her, the care or anything like that. It's when I got her, I have a huge enclosure that I made for her. It's 8x6x6. It's in the middle of my fucking living room. Like, it's fully concrete wall. Like, it's bitching. But the dude that gave it to me, and no fault to his own, because he let me know immediately when he found out about it. But I guess this has been my biggest pain in the ass is he was in India for a couple weeks before I went to go pick up the crocodile monitor. And he had someone watching his collection while he was gone, and I'm pretty sure they left like a large rat in with her while he was gone, and they didn't have heat on her or anything or something, because she's got huge like gashes and like war wounds on her face and her back and everything from the rat. And I'd seen pictures that my buddy had sent me before he went to India. And like they weren't there, you know. So it's
Right.
unfortunate, and like he totally no fault to him. He obviously was out of the country and everything, but I wanted to put her in this nice bitchin' enclosure, but I'm treating these like fucking war wounds on her back,
Right.
and like they're just now scabbing over and just now healing and stuff like that. So I've just been keeping her like super sterile in my spare bathroom, which like, yeah, I'm surprised my wife hasn't left me or killed me. But
you just let it drink out of the toilet. I mean,
no. So I have a water bowl in there.
Fill the bathtub up, make it a little bubble bath with some bath bombs.
You know what I mean?
Let it drink out the toilet. Yeah.
I've got a big like 6.5-foot branch that's in the tub right now for her to go climb up, and then I installed some lamps to the ceiling and ran electrical, and she's got UVB and heat lamps and everything in the bathroom, and I turn the shower on hot for her twice a day to boost that humidity to like 100%.
Fucking lizards living large, bro.
Yeah,
I want her in the cage, but I just know that like that infection on her back would get bad running in the dirt and the big pond and stuff. So
you ain't never gotta fucking apologize.
Well, I'll tell you what, I would probably honestly, if it's a spare bathroom, I'd just leave that motherfucker in there.
Yeah.
Right?
I've already run the electrical, honey. It's happened.
Yeah.
It's happened. It's set
Pretty much done. Yeah.
What about the cage in the living room? We'll fix something.
What about throw a different monitor in there?
Yeah, we'll put something in there. Oh, anaconda. That's why I was looking at anaconda, babe.
If I didn't steal her office, I would think about it more. But the spare bathroom is so we took her office and then moved.
I gotta let her have the spare bathroom. Okay.
I gotta let her.
She's tired of picking your pubes out of the bathtub, is what you're talking about.
Yeah. No, I've had to switch to Nair, so I don't have to deal with it.
Somebody please share this. We're talking about nairing your pubes. Come on, I mean,
don't that shit burn?
Yeah, but you start to like it.
It definitely burns, Justin. I remember when I played football.
Like it. Come on.
Not to get into too much detail, but that was like a dare, like a funny prank thing we did in football practice. What up, lad? Hope all's well on that boat, bro.
Facts.
Keep it down for the USA.
Come on.
USA. You guys ever had to take your animals to the vet?
Yeah, but my vet is a fucking college because there's no vet that does exotic animals. So you got to get on like a waiting list, and it's students. Pretty much pain in the ass. That's what's kept me from getting a lot of animals. Yeah, I would have all kind of cool shit.
I got a pretty exotic guy over here by me that's been here for years, so I got pretty lucky on it.
In Florida,
yeah. And when it comes to antibiotics and stuff I need, that guy I can call him and he'll give me a whole roll of them and stuff like that if I need them for my snakes and stuff. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's definitely, and he takes care of me and a couple other pretty decent sized breeders in town as well. So he's definitely pretty good.
Do you have a good vet in Arizona for exotics?
Yeah, there's a vet out in Cave Creek, Dr. K. He's super solid, really well priced. And helped me out. I had to take my Argus monitor, my male breeder, right before I originally went to pair my Argus monitors.
Thank you, Ken. Love you.
Change the thumbnail to Nair.
Nair.
But my male Argus monitor, I had to take him to the vet because I'd never bred monitor lizards before. So I was like, I want to let my boy know that a girl's coming. So I'm going to take some dirt from the female's enclosure and I'll throw it in there. And I'm like, super sick. I did that Thursday night before, or when I came home from work. And then Friday, I went to work all day and didn't come home until the sun was down. And Saturday, I was like, all right, I'm going to pair my monitor lizards. This is going to be sick. Saturday morning, I go to throw her outside in the enclosure with them. And I look outside. There's just blood everywhere. I'm like, what? And I see him and he's basking, and one of his hemipenes is everted, stuck out, and that thing looks like it's Cheeto. Like it's just dry as hell, like all crazy looking. And
he had a little bit too much fun, and he had a little bit too much fun.
So he sensed the hormones or whatever from that dirt that I put in there, and he thought that there was a female in there, right? And
so they already popped.
So he popped them, and I'm assuming that he was either trying to like have sex with one of the cork rounds or the dirt or
pumping
something.
the air. Yeah, what the fuck is he doing?
And he nicked it. And when he nicked it, he couldn't get it back in. And I soaked him for a whole day. And then I tried the sugar paste to try and massage it back in there. All the tricks, called all my buddies, did everything that they said, and it came to a point where I was like, dude, I don't know what the fuck to do.
Sugar, water, all the bullshit. Yeah.
I made a vet appointment. Dr. K hooked it up. I'm holding him. He's like, you want to hold him or do you want to wrap him in a towel? I'm like, this is my boy. If we're cutting his dick off, like, I'm holding him. So I'm holding him. He takes a numbing solution, gives him a shot in his hemipene, and takes a suture, goes through the middle of the hemipene, ties it in a super tight knot, and ties it tight. And he goes, all right, you ready? Cuts the hemipene off and just throws it in the garbage. He's like, all right, you're done. You don't even need to come back for a follow-up.
But he can't breed. But he can't breed, right?
So I asked him. I was
like, one peen. He should be all right.
So I asked the vet, and I said, hey, like, I was planning on breeding my monitor. Like, did I just ruin my breeding project? He goes, no, just pair them in 2 weeks. It's fine.
So are Argus monitors like water monitors or any other type of big?
Just like Gus, if we got one, I mean, if you cut one off,
I guess, I didn't think about it like that.
I couldn't believe it when he said 2 weeks, though. Like, the recovery time, that's insane.
What's crazy?
I didn't do 2 weeks. I waited almost 6 weeks to pair them. But he got the job done. He knocked her up.
He said you could pair it in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. He said they're good to go.
He's not going to be able to pop the other one out. It's going to be basically almost healed. It's not going to be completely healed, but it's not going to be able to come out and affect that at all. The only other one's going to pop out, So it makes complete. I can tell with my baby Pete's throat, it used to random, like when he would get really excited, I'd go to feed him, he would pop them out. And I was like, and I'd be like, what the hell? And trip down, he would leave them out for a hot minute, and I'm like, man, are you
showing off
things in? Yeah, I'm like, you gonna put these things in, bro? Like, come on, bro.
See, I think that's why I think mine's a male and not a female sometimes, because she'll be in the water like when she's using the bathroom and they'll pop out.
Then that's a male.
Do they go long? Because girls have hemiclits too, and they're.
I know, dude.
But they don't look like cauliflower, right?
Right.
No. Well, yeah, but it's hard to tell when it's like they don't never come out when you're like looking at it and
right.
But like it does look like male hemipene. It looks like two fucking
sausages.
Yeah, dude. And I'm like, God damn it.
Dong.
Yeah,
that's how I've always thought is the cauliflower or no cauliflower type deal, because the females have them, but they're like you said, they're short, and his got to come out kind of long to touch those, pretty much.
Hashtag hemi.
Reach out and touch me, reach out and grab me, whatever it is.
It's actually reach out and touch.
But I've never found a woman's. Never.
But yeah, I've never been able to hit the hemiclit.
I thought I found it in my girl's purse once, but it was gum.
I've tried. And it was gum. Okay, on that note, we're going to run this, and I got to get another beer. Okay, so Vision, we love you. Everybody go to www.visionproducts.us, baby.
Mark with Vision here. We're showing off the new Visionarium. See a couple examples here. These are going to be a new product from us coming out hopefully the end of the year. It is modeled off our V35 and V70 tub, 3X height. So we're doing about 15 inches on this. You'll have options for doors on one side or up to all four sides on each of the tubs. We got vents on the front and the back. You will have options for windows as well if you just want that instead of the doors. We'll have perforated options and glass options. This was the V35. This is going to be the V70, so you get a little bit bigger option. We have a bearded dragon set up here and a pixie frog in this one. Show a little bit of versatility of using it for a desert species versus tropical. We have lids that are built in as well. These are going to have options for your lighting. These are going to be a halogen light or an LED light, and they will snap into the lid. C5 lighting, other UVB and halogen lighting options. Options will be available for misters, temperature probes, and fans, depending on what the customer wants.
Come on. go to www.visionproducts.us, or you can go to customaquariums.com. Check out some custom aquariums or custom cages and get your own customcages.com. Check them out. Got great products and cool new stuff coming out. They're always releasing new stuff, working on new products as well. Check them out.
Do it.
It's just a half of it.
Do it. Look, you see right here? Do it. You can be cool too.
He's half the man he used to be.
And I'm bleeding alone and bone.
Bring up John Bobbitt, you know? Poor old Bobbitt.
Poor Ben. No, poor Ben. He didn't know what he signed up for tonight.
Right?
It's twice as good as I thought it was going to be. So,
So snake. Everybody wants to talk about the snake.
Slippery snakes.
And I know you got some pretty cool snakes. Actually, what we're going to do is I got a surprise for everybody. I'm going to do something fun. Justin's going to take over the comments and everything else while I do something fun. Boom, checka like a boom, checka like a boom, boom. I got a couple questions. We got your Instagram pulled up. About to put your ass on blast. Okay?
let's do it.
What the fuck is that?
So I used to be really, really into the isopods, and that's kind of one of them more like almost like designer isopod, and that's taken through a macro lens. It's probably smaller than my pinky nail.
Oh, okay. For real?
It's probably smaller, like half of my toe pinky nail. Like,
I thought it was a big. I thought it was like a dairy cow sized isopods with spikes.
That would be sick.
That's what I was wanting it to be. I was hoping it was that.
Like a roly-poly size almost, you know?
Yeah. So what the fuck is that beauty? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be one of my favorite localities of green tree python, the Aru.
Yeah.
I really like the Arus. The high whites and blues on them, it's pretty sweet.
Oh,
where's Ro at? Ro likes them. Where's Ro at in them chats?
You can totally see the blues in it.
So I got a good group of the Aru.
Hang on, I got you.
Gotta blow him up. Hold on, I got this. Yeah.
Thank you, Justin.
So this is one of my males.
That is fucking sick.
God, isn't it? It makes me really just, man, I'm gonna cry. That is just so amazing, dude. I hate to say that, but that is
come on.
It's so beautiful, dude. Holy fucking shit. That green and shit, man.
Oh yeah. They're good snakes, dude. They got a bad rap. They're not that bitey.
Well, I mean,
cool. That's cool to know.
I feel like most things are gonna bite you, right?
That is sick.
Yeah. So this is my dragon. This is a female. She's on breeder loan from my buddy. She's a sarong locality and the biggest green tree python I've ever seen. Like, she's fat. She's huge. So we've been cycling her to breed, and we've seen a couple locks between her and the male. I felt like palpated her, and I'm not really feeling follicles, but I also don't know what the hell I'm doing. So there's that.
So those lay eggs?
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
what,
the green tree
emerald tree boas. Okay,
yeah. They're like,
Isn't that so crazy though? I'm sure they get fucking confused about a lot though.
Absolutely.
But they look so much alike, right?
Yeah.
Almost identical.
I mean, granted, I've been drinking for a few minutes tonight, so what the fuck is this? I like this.
So that's a caiman lizard, and that's at the reptile store that I worked at. We had these badass PVC cages made by Apex, and they were all custom to the exact specific space of the store. So there was like 3-tier condos. Everything was watertight at the bottom, so you could add water. Everything had a drain. It's pretty sweet. So this was one of how we set up our juvenile caiman lizards. Completely full water bottom, piece of cork, a place to go bask, and we'd feed them snails, roaches, whatever they'd eat.
So you said the full water bottom?
Yep.
Yeah, you could empty it and do dirt if you wanted to, but it had.
Oh, I like that.
One has a drain system.
Yeah, I've seen some badass caiman lizards.
That helps with humidity for shedding and stuff too. I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Well, they need that. They need that water feature. I mean, they're like it's like having a water monitor and not having a fish tank underneath it. You know,
absolutely. I mean? Those caiman lizards are essentially tegus, water tegus.
Yeah, they are. They're big. They get big.
Mm-hmm.
Nice retic.
Yeah.
So that's the first python that I bought. Mainland reticulated python. It was
That was
cool
the
with her
first.
is that I was like, she's working at the reptile store. Everything comes in as a cute little baby, right? So I'm like,
okay, hold on. Back the retic bus up. You for your first python decided to get a mainland, not a fucking super dwarf, not one of these designer little
something that is huge as shit.
Something that will eat your fucking dog without a thought. No, I'm not. I'm just playing. It's not like that, people. I shouldn't have said that. Rewind. But it's huge. That's one of the biggest fucking snakes on the planet, dude. Like,
yeah, she got to about 10 feet in 18 months. Like, it was ridiculous.
Oh my god.
I wasn't feeding her crazy either. Like, I just did not feed that. She just wouldn't stop growing. But I gave her room to climb. Like, she never stopped moving.
What does retics live? I feel like retics stay a lot in like caves up top in caves and shit, and like trees and shit.
Yeah,
and they, like,
absolutely.
They rip game from the trails, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like food. Yeah. That's crazy. So, what do you keep something like that in? I mean, do you still have that?
No. So that's over at my buddy Eddie's place. And he's got her in an 8-foot right now. I think 8 by 2 by 3. But he's gonna try and oh man.
Yeah,
I know where to get lots of those at.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look, Adrian, look.
There you go, Adrian.
You got some tortoises.
But working at the reptile store, like Christian, he's the owner of Predators. He's got such a good connection in the hop. So that's that Maruki locality.
That is beautiful, man. I love the tree monitors. Justin,
there's less than 15 of those in the country.
That's cool. No, he said that black, bro. I'm down with you. I want a black tree monitor. Now, that was like kind of speaking my language.
See, that's kind of like my enclosure outside.
Something that's going to get beast. I want like something. I go in my backyard and it's like a beast out there in its cage.
For sure.
You know?
Oh, that's a black dragon, bro.
Yeah.
The black. Okay, I'll put it this way. It goes Komodo dragon, then it goes Asian water monitor. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
That's the second.
I don't want an Asian water. I done told you I don't want an Asian water. I love them.
If you want a green tree monitor, ain't a beast like you're talking about. Like they're big, but they're not like you're talking. I'm talking about like stands like a fucking bulldog, pit bull, fucking.
That's what I want.
Then you want a black dragon, bro. I'm telling you.
They're pretty sweet.
Come on, when we go to Daytona, we get the pair for the Lolo. Come on.
Look how that thing's periscoping, looking up.
Yeah, he loves it. Anytime I walk outside, he stands up on his back leg, looks and sees.
That's cool as shit.
Yeah.
He looks like he's scratching his belly. He's like, "You got any chickens, my boy?"
He's like, "You got any gizzards? Tell me a gizzard, old man. Shit.
Come on, give me a chicken, boy.
Dad, what you got out there?
So what do you feed your Argus? Like primarily insects?
No. So almost all of my monitor lizards.
Go down. That one right there in the bottom on the right. Bottom right.
Ooh.
That one's sick. Yeah.
That's that male Argus monitor. But I primarily feed birds, quail and chicken. I got a couple good bird dealers out here local to me. So I'll go. They keep them alive for 3 days, and they gut load them, and then I freeze them.
Come on.
So
you doing enclosures? It looks like you're doing roofs on those too. So they're just getting sunlight from the sides, more or less.
So the outdoor enclosure, it's all mesh, all on the top as well.
On the top as well. Okay.
Yeah, it's just got a shade cloth over the top because the sun don't play around out here.
Right. That's what I kind of do with because I have my bearded dragons out all year long, and they're in outside enclosures.
Outside, damn, that's cool as hell.
Yeah, and I like keep them like right now they're in brumation. They'll stay out, but like I got below 30, so I had to bring them in so they're inside. But once like I think next Monday will be the last day, and then they'll be out for the rest of the winter for brumation. And when they come out, I'll pair them, They get some blase, but
so this little crocodile monitor, pretty cool story behind it. This was one of 3 that were imported into the States whenever that year was, 2024. And Christian was one of the 3 people that brought in a captive hatched imported crocodile monitor, and he trusted me to raise it up. He said I was the only person to work on it. There's the enclosure.
So, this is the enclosure that you were talking about in your living room.
Yep.
That's badass.
Yeah.
So it's a fucking bunk bed from Amazon.
Really?
That I just used the frame as bones and then just adhered PVC to everything.
Holy shit, dude. That's so smart, man.
Yeah, that's smart as shit.
Damn, dude. That gives me ideas, man. I love that. That's why I like doing these shows and talking to new people, man, because Jesus Christ. You know, and that's the thing, though, Justin. Like, these big lizards, I think a lot of people overlook the fact that you have to have this.
Yeah,
like
it'll bust out if it doesn't.
Well, not just that, but my Asian water monitor that's on the porch out there outside, it had, how I lock the cage with screws and a drill. Because if I do not do that, if I just use latches, it will get out, bro.
So what are you going to do on the top half? Are you just going to do screening on the top half?
No, so I haven't posted an update build or like an update video on that in quite some time, but it's all completely PVC everything. Everything is PVC.
You should do the update, man. You should do an update this weekend, man. We want to see it. The people want to
place an order for glass, so I'll have glass panels coming.
Let's go.
Look at that right there. That's amazing.
So how are you doing the glass though? Are you like getting frames and sliding the glass in a frame? How are you going about that?
So my buddy's got a pretty badass workshop, and we took the PVC panels and we ran a dado blade through the panels themselves and turned the panels into built-in tracks.
Okay.
So like there's cutouts on the bottom and the top for the glass to.
Yep.
Well, you can buy those tracks too.
Totally.
At any Home Depot store. If you go to Lowe's or Home Depot, they have it. You just tell them
Amazon is the plug too.
So
Amazon.
Big glass doors though. How big are those?
4x3.
Woo. You can buy all that though, bro. I'm telling you, like Home Depot, if you do it right and get the measurements to where they sell it at the store, then you just can go buy glass panels at fucking Home Depot that are like wrapped up and they got the plastic on them. You just take them all, put them up.
They're right next to the acrylic sheets and everything.
Yeah, dude, right next to the fucking the plastic sheets that you would use for like a greenhouse.
That's fucking badass.
Yeah. So I was gonna go that route, but they don't have 1/4-inch glass. I wanted that thick shit.
Oh, you need thick glass. Yeah.
So my Home Depot's out here. They didn't have any of that. So I just called up a local glass company a couple blocks down the street, and they said they can get it to me in less than 7 days. I was like,
oh, and they'll cut it to whatever you need.
A panel, but like, what are you gonna
do? Right.
But at that point, when you do it that way, you can have fucking the shit as tall as a sliding glass shower door.
They offered to install it too, but I was like, I'm not.
That's my thing is with a monitor. My next cage that I build for mine is going to be something that I can walk into.
Yes, like with an actual door.
A door that's at least 6 foot high. It's going to be at least 6 foot high from the floor. Like I'm not no more. I'm not doing it.
Like 4 foot, 5 foot, but you still got to kind of duck, but you can walk in it.
Yeah. No, I just want to be able to walk in with my water hose and my chicken and fucking sit down on a log, bro, and chill. Because the thing is it's already outside. So it's going to act huffy because of that natural light and the environment.
Yeah.
So
you're not lying.
And then if you can get in it, like he said, when he goes over his croc monitor, it's huffy. But if you can get in its environment, sit down and chill with it, it'll act like a dog, bro. It will literally act like a dog.
If you got a long enough 1-2 that you can walk in, you can almost put a divider in it to where you could run, where you can have 2 monitors in it, and you can walk in both sides. And you could sit and chill.
I've already drawn up plan. I could have I could have 6 Asians.
That was you want a pair, you have a little open door where you could just slide open and there you guys go, do your thing, and then separate them and slide.
Oh, that's how like Kevin McCurley, you know, a nerd, he has shit like that.
Yeah.
See, that's how I would do it.
He has divider doors where he'll open the door. Because with monitors, you have to have pairs. You have to have proven breeding pairs because like when he said something about blood, it made me think of one of them tore one of them up.
Yeah.
Because they will literally kill each other breeding. Like a Tokay you ever seen? What'd you say?
Do you know Nick Lillis with Unlimited Exotics, the monitor lizard breeder?
I've heard about it.
He was telling a story about how he was pairing peach throats together for the first time, and he put the male in with the female, and the male walked up the branch, and the female looked at the male, grabbed him by the throat, and fucking ripped his head off and killed him.
It's crazy, dude.
My little peach throat I had was a little psycho, bro. I mean, he was nutty. He was crazy. I mean, he'd come across the whole. If I had a little thing in my head, he'd come across the whole. You got a pinky, bro? What?
For sure, dude. They're nuts.
Well, I've always said I love my big lizards. I've had a iguana that was 6 foot long, every bit of 6 foot long, a big male when I was growing up, and I've had that Asian water monitor up, you know. So it's like I've never took a big bite from them though.
No.
And everyone always talks about an iguana will rip you up. I'm like, fuck the mouth. The mouth ain't what I'm scared of. It's them fucking claws, bro.
Oh,
those talons. You know, they'll literally, like me holding her or him or whatever it is a minute ago, it scratched me all to hell and back. You know what I mean? And it wasn't even trying to.
No, it was just holding on to you.
Holding it. Yeah, it's crazy. And they don't act like they want to bite. No big lizard I've ever encountered. Now I'm sure there's big fucking lizards out there that don't get any human interaction.
Right.
And you probably don't want to go up and grab that 7-foot black dragon or that big ass water monitor, you know,
because it's feral.
Well, yeah, or basically, yeah, it's captive bred, but it never been touched again after that. So hell yeah. So you don't breed any snakes. What is something that you would like to breed snake wise in the future?
Yeah. So not like without trying. I haven't bred. I've paired my green tree pythons a couple times. I've gotten locks out of them, but I can't get to the finish line. And I think it's because I read signs wrong, thinking that they were, in cycle and wanting to be paired. And the female just, she took the pounding, but like nothing was happening. Like there's no follicle development. There was no ovulation. So I'm still trying to figure things out. So as of the last couple months, I stopped feeding. So I'm doing food cycling. I'm also doing light cycling and temperature cycling because I keep most of my room ambient. I don't really run heat mats or heat bulbs unless there's a breeding female. You know what I mean? My room gets up to like 88 degrees for a couple hours throughout the day. So it's like a slow rise from 70 up to like 88. And then the lights shut off because I keep monitor lizards in here. And, right now, like I'm sweating my ass off right now.
I bet it gets warm as fuck in that room with all those lizards.
Mm-hmm. But
that's what we talked about last week. We talked about that when we had Tristan on because he has monitors too, know, and they have to have it so fucking hot.
Totally. Like
people hear the fucking temperature, the standard basking temperature of a monitor, and they're like, "There's no way you could cook a fucking steak with that temperature."
115, 120, baby, all day.
Yeah, but honestly, and I've told people this, and they're like, "Yeah, me too." Like with my Asian water monitor, if that basking spot does not reach like maybe 125, 130, maybe even on a good hot day, you'll see it out there and it's 140, 160 on it. Mm-hmm. When you temp its back, and it's just flattened, flattens out. And it loves its life, bro.
For sure.
And I'm like, that you can't even hardly touch it. It's so hot. And you're like, how are you doing this?
They love
and
it.
They're just sitting there metabolizing the fuck out of that food, about to go take a big old wampa scat in the water bowl and get back up there and pancake out. I'm like, Damn,
That's a good
dude.
question. How long do they bask in that temperature, Nick?
Mine will sit there, it seems like, for all fucking day.
Yeah, my Argus will sit there for if they're full, if they just had a big meal and they don't have a lateral fold down their belly, they'll bask at 140 for 6 hours plus.
Yeah.
But if they're empty, they'll just go bask for an hour and then run around looking for food.
Well, yeah. I mean, when I say it hours, I think what mine does is, like I said, it'll bask, it'll go take a poop, it'll bask. But that's only, like you said, after it's eaten like a few rats and a big ass piece of fish. You know what I mean? And like, so it's like, I think it moves, but I think the majority of its day is definitely sitting there. Because honestly, the sunshine hits it all day to where it's at. Nice. It gets straight sunshine, but it's still not hot enough. Honestly, I live in Alabama, bro. It gets hot, so I had to put a heat emitter over the basking area where it sits. So it's sitting in the sunshine and it's got a heat emitter on it. That's how hot it wants it. I'll put it that way. That's
I gotta ask you, Ben, because you have a lot of indoor enclosures for your monitor too. How are you doing, like with humidity? Are you misting every day? How are you doing with humidity and stuff like that? Are you just keeping big bowls in their enclosure, or do you have misters on a lot of them, or what?
So for my tree monitor, I have a misting system that goes off every couple hours. Just because I found that he doesn't drink as much water as I would like out of a water bowl.
Right. They like that natural running pretty much.
Yeah, and he goes and he licks the side of the enclosure and stuff like that. But with the amount of bedding that I have and the spraying that I do on my like arboreal snakes, I keep like a pretty solid 60-ish% ambient humidity in here. And then what I do for inside the enclosures is I'll either spray them down because I have like the automatic, I hate to say it, but Ryobi misting system. Or like
that's awesome. That's awesome, man. Yeah, it actually works. I'm
just a Milwaukee guy, so it hurts to say that.
Yeah, I was saying beats that shit. Yeah.
People are watching my live. Sometimes they're like, "What is he jerking down?"
He's cranking. But I'll spray once a day for my lizards. But really, a lot of the times I take their water bowl and I dump out the nasty water. And then when I refill the clean water, I overflow it. So it's like constant evaporation. But yeah, the second you open the door in here, you're just hit with it. And I run fans all day long, so it doesn't get like too humid. You know what I mean?
Like
I don't want like mold on the walls and shit.
You don't want mold to grow, and
no.
It's good to have air circulation for sure,
Totally. This being my first year, like really, really doing it. It's just been a constant battle of trying to perfect the room.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not going to say that everything's perfect. Like I would say once a week, I'm like fine tuning some stuff, cracking the vent a little bit more.
I could change
the direction of the fan. Like
right.
Mm-hmm. I'm about to buy
that was definitely
a humidifier for my room.
That was definitely the most challenging when I got that peach throw back in the day was figuring out all the levels for it and getting it right.
Oh yeah, especially if you keep it indoor. That's why I tell people if you're going to keep a monitor, if you live somewhere where it's very humid, like depending on the monitor, of course, but like a water monitor, for instance, they need it very humid.
Yep.
So if you live somewhere
their
like
kidneys stop working if they're not humid.
Yeah, for sure. And I've noticed
I had a running waterfall and shit in there.
Me too. That's what I was gonna say. That's what makes my humidity in my cage because it's already hot
a little bit when it's hitting the water, so it's getting a little mulch around it wet and shit.
Mm-hmm. But you notice ones that need humidity, honest to God, if they don't get it in the air, they will be in the water bowl more. So they'll show you these, and just with snakes too. Snakes are the same thing, but
for sure,
monitors really love. I feel like they love the fucking water. I don't know if it's a thing, but I know water monitors, they love nasty, shitty water. Like they just like to sit in it. And I'm thinking it's like a defense mechanism, like
camouflage.
Oh, I don't want to eat that. It smells like sewage.
Yeah, it sure does.
Like monitors
camouflage, and if a prey came up, they could kind of back out and go under the water like an alligator or some stupid shit.
Oh, that's what they'll do too. That motherfucker will sit like an alligator with its nostrils right above the fucking water, dude, and it'll sleep like that on a rock. Like,
totally.
Pretty crazy.
That's cool,
lizards, man. The only other lizards I've had success breeding were the green-keeled bellies, and those are like totally different. I mean, they're kind of like monitors, cool. But they're different.
That's cool though.
Yeah, that is cool.
I guess I had success breeding crested geckos, but like not really intentionally. I just put two.
Those are easy though. Those like my 13-year-old daughter does those.
Yeah, for sure.
Good way to make him feel good about himself.
But no, they are. They're good. They're easy and fun,
No, for sure. Absolutely. Right. It's easy and fun.
That's a good point. They said you can put a fish tank or two in your room and it'll help with humidity. That's a pretty humidifier.
Yeah. Oh, very fucking pretty.
Yeah, the light. I love fish, dude. I have a fish tank that's running in my kitchen, but it don't have no fish in it. I can't keep fish. Like they die. I don't know why. I'm like the Grim Reaper to fish. No matter what I do.
Tastes good, so when it dies, you can eat it.
Well, then you empty. You keep it empty. Put some rocks and lights in it, and then you get you those little electronic fishes that just
That's a good point. I could do that. I was thinking about just getting one of them sucker fish and throwing it in there.
You do that you can't kill them things.
Yeah, that's a cockroach. That thing will live through anything.
Yeah.
Check out the sucker fish.
So do you keep fish, Ben, or anything like that?
I used to before the reptiles. I was a big fish guy.
Come on.
Hell yeah.
Big fish guy. I had a big 210-gallon aquarium. And me and my girlfriend's fucking apartment.
In an apartment. Oh, bro, were you upstairs?
No, thank God. I was on the slab.
Well, my fear always of having a big, like I want like a 500-gallon saltwater tank with like beautiful coral in it and like a wave maker. Like I want it to be dope, right?
Totally.
But my fear, it's not that animals like not making it or whatever, because I'm used to that with fish. My thing is it busting and it flooding my fucking house. Like I've seen horror stories of people that, especially when they live in an apartment on the second floor or some shit, and they got like 500 fucking gallon, 250-gallon aquariums, and it busts randomly. I know you've seen them videos.
Oh yeah, I have two friends that it happened to at two different spots. They both owned reptile stores, and they both had 300-gallon tanks. One was using a 300-gallon tank as their cash register stand. It looked sick.
My God.
It looked sick, but he came in one day and his whole reptile store was flooded. And I saw that comment. I don't think there are Chinese water monitors. I think you're thinking of Chinese water dragons.
Yeah, like the little iguanas.
The water dragons.
I used to have one of those, but not anymore.
Those are pretty cool, though, man. You can buy them.
Eddie was Serpentine Exotics. I think it's Serpentine Exotics. He's down here in Florida. He breeds a crap ton of those water dragons every year.
Oh, nice. Captain bread all day.
They're beautiful. They're really beautiful. They're like an iguana, but like a little more manageable iguana that likes water. But I will say you need to have. It's kind of one of the animals like the caiman lizard, right? You need a fish tank, and then above that, you need a boreal enclosure.
Yep, 100%.
Or not a boreal, but like, land. It needs to be like a big ass water feature with a pump and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
It's one of them animals you buy at Petco for $30, and then you spend
$1,000 on the cage,
bro. Yeah. And then if you don't buy all of that stuff with with the animal, they won't even sell you the animal.
Jesus. Nope, it won't work. Here you go. Have a nice day.
PetSmart has a rule here where I live. If you buy a bearded dragon and you try to buy a baby bearded dragon, we're talking about those baby, small, tiny ones.
Yeah, the fresh hatchies.
Yeah, if you buy a 10-gallon aquarium for one, just to get it started, they won't sell you the bearded dragon. You have to buy a straight 40 out the door. And I'm like, do you understand putting that little bit of air? Yeah, I'm like, y'all are fucking stupid. So what I did was like, this is a long time ago. It's like, I got one. I got a 40 at home. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
They're like, what are you buying the 10 for? I'm like, don't worry about what the fuck I'm buying this 10-gallon aquarium for. I'm
my
buying it so I
squirrel!
can bust it over your goddamn noggin, you fucking, what are you, the FBI? Go to hell.
For the tadpole in my backyard.
Yeah, right. Like, what are you supposed to put in a 10-gallon? They say a leopard gecko. I'm like, well, I think a leopard gecko needs bigger than that. If you really want me to be honest, like a full grown, I don't know. I just think it might, it might
Yeah.
enjoy it. You really want to get technical, bitch? You want to get technical? So working at a pet store, that's a good segue to this.
Yeah.
You worked at a pet store. What was the craziest thing you had a customer come in and kind of complain about, but it was her or them complaining about themselves because they did something stupid,
One that really resonates with me is that we sold a customer Brazilian rainbow boa, which is a really high humidity species, and they set it up like it was emerald tree boa. They set it up with like a really tall arboreal tank, and they kept it at like 90 degrees. They were keeping it dry, and they came in and complained a couple days later, like, this thing died. What do you mean? And like, you didn't keep it like at all how we were telling you to keep it. But I mean, there's like, that's one of like a million stories.
Oh, I'm sure.
Everything you can think of.
Those are kind of
either calling or coming in and complaining, or it was nonstop. It was just rotting your brain constantly.
Jeez.
Did y'all have any rules like that? Like if they bought a certain species, you wouldn't like sell it to them if they didn't have the right equipment or setups?
No.
I mean, I agree, and I don't want people to think that I don't agree with that rule. I think that needs to be a rule. I just think that big conglomerate fucking stores like corporations don't really know what the fuck they're talking about, and then they pass on false information to people, or they try to upsell you that 40-gallon tank,
right?
Because they want you to buy a fucking $400 fucking Exoterra starter kit. You know what I mean? And it's like, I understand that there needs to be rules. I'm sure y'all had that. So like you said, you would walk people through like, look, this animal needs this. This animal needs this. Did your store have like its own pamphlets?
So we didn't have pamphlets, but all of the staff was very knowledgeable about animal care and husbandry.
Oh yeah.
So we would go over everything with the customers before we sold an animal, and then there were certain species that we knew are bulletproof, and they came with a 30-day guarantee.
Well, that's what I was going to say, like a rainbow boa, and that's what you said. Then people bought.
Yeah, so that was a red tag animal, and that's didn't hard to keep.
Well, that's not a hardy. I wouldn't. I mean, hardy for it. I guess it is a hardy animal. I guess if you're looking at it like that, but it's not an easy to keep animal. I guess
it's a pretty sensitive animal, especially
medium. Yeah, medium to experienced. Like keepers should have that, and like you said,
anything that we deemed as difficult to care for, it was tagged as a red tag animal, and it had no health guarantee on it.
Oh hell yeah, we love Tristan, man.
Shit.
What's up?
Cheers.
Hell yeah, first time. What's up, buddy? Hope you hit the subscribe button, and I hope you enjoyed the show.
Yeah, we don't know what we're talking about.
No, we just talk shit. Catalina.
Cheers.
Cheers.
But working at the store, the craziest story I have, and it's a fucking wild one. It was a phone call that I got, and ring ring, hello. I answer the phone.
I was just fixing to say that. Ring ring, hello.
Yeah. Hi, this is Ben with Predators Reptile Center. How can I help you today? It's like, oh hey, so I just bought some brown recluse hatchlings, and I've got some questions. I'm like, okay, well, I don't really do spiders, but yeah, I can help you out to the best of my abilities. It's like, okay, well, I want to get them out of their little sling enclosure and put them into a larger enclosure, and I'm kind of scared to handle them. So I'm going to put them in the freezer and like cool them down to where they're, barely, know what's going on. And then I'm going to put them all in a straw, and I'm going to take a long Q-tip, and I'm going to push them out into their enclosures. And I'm like, well, I've never heard of anyone doing that before, but the science behind it makes sense to me. Like,
Right.
I could see that. Sure, whatever. And then out of nowhere, this guy goes, all right, well, I'm just going to cut right to the chase. I took that straw and I put it right in my urethra. And I live 2 minutes away from a hospital, and this is my kink, and this is what I get off on. I just need to tell somebody about it. But I got these brown recluse spiders in my cock right now, and I got to tell someone.
No way. You're so full of shit. He did not.
He gives me, so I go, hold on a second. And I run to the back room, and I throw this bitch on speakerphone. And all my coworkers are like, listen to this guy. And I go, sir, would you mind explaining to me one more time about what you just told me? And he does. And all my coworkers are looking at me just
like, no way.
Yeah. And he's like, I can feel them moving around and they're biting me. And I've ejaculated like 4 or 5 times.
Oh my God.
And he's like, and I can feel him moving around. I'm like, oh my God. And this
gotta be a prank call. This guy's gotta be prank calling you.
He sounded so serious, bro. It probably was, but like that was the craziest call I'd ever taken.
I hope that was fake.
I hope it was real. What do you mean?
Yeah,
If
I had a nickel every time someone called me and said they had brown recluses in their urethra,
I'd have 1 nickel, but the fact I have a nickel is fucking crazy.
He would frame that nickel, dude.
Oh, piss. Yeah.
That's insane. I did
I
not think. I really did not think. I never would have thought in a million years that story was gonna turn out that way.
Yeah.
I thought that it was like a serious brown recluse story. Nope.
Hey man,
I got spiders in my ding dong, man. What do you think about that?
Help!
I just had to tell somebody.
He said he was like, I had a horrible childhood, and like this is how I deal with
what? I'd be like, motherfucker, I'm not Steve Wilkos. Get the fuck out! Like, I'm not trying to hear this.
That was the best 10 minutes I ever ate on the clock. I'll tell you what. Only thing better is shitting on the clock.
If you could have recorded that right there would have made you go viral, bro.
Oh, for sure.
It would have changed your life.
He was all talking about having an emerald tree boa, and he's like, yeah, sometimes I'll get a boner. I'll let this thing bite me.
I would have said, what do you do? Put the snake up your butt, you freak. Get off the phone.
That's for the gerbils.
I would have called the cops, dude.
Right? That's for the gerbils.
I mean, how do you tell a cop that? Like, hey, this guy just called and he said that he put spiders in his wee-wee. I need somebody to do something. I don't want him to call me no more.
I need assistance.
They're like, well, I don't know what to tell you, sir. Hopefully you don't come back again.
Yeah. Oh God, my wife just Snapchatted me. I guarantee she's like from the living room. What the fuck is my husband talking about?
He's like, shut up, Ben, you fucking pervert.
You've told this story 20 times.
This has been Story Time with Ben Saldivar.
Spiders in your cock, boys.
The shit that people do or come up with is like, what the fuck?
I have not worked with sulfurs. Super, super cool, interesting species, or I guess locality, but
I would think is it locality or is it gene? I don't know.
I'm not too sure. You'd have to ask Uncle Mike.
Because it is an Asian water monitor, right? Yeah, Mike would know.
Yeah,
Mike's a hard guy to get a hold of, but if you can get a hold of him, he knows.
Oh yeah.
I think it's just like a mutation. It's just like a gene, like a black dragon is just a black Asian water monitor.
Right, right. And I know in Sumatra, that's where the nicest, cleanest looking black dragons are commonly found. And it's just a population that are in the wild that be banging, and it works for them.
But I will say a full-grown beast of a male or female, I guess it doesn't really matter the sex. Either or. A black dragon, like a beast, is definitely bigger than a beast Asian water monitor. Just a straight up normal wild type Asian. I will say that. Like if you put two of them next to each other, one of them is definitely bigger, and it's the black dragon. So I think the genetics in that is maybe stronger or something. It's doing.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that, but in my head, that would make sense because having that darker black adaptation probably allows them to hide a little bit better in nature, right? So when they're able to hide better, they can probably obtain prey easier. And if they're constantly being full and fed, they're gonna grow to a larger size. This is all me just pulling shit out of my ass, right?
Oh yeah, no, this is all our
This
this is just all of our opinion. Yeah, everybody, this is all our opinion. I mean, I don't know.
Right. But that makes sense to me.
I never seen a full-grown black dragon smaller than a full-grown Asian water monitor, though. You know what I mean? Like a big one that's healthy. So I think
we're like assholes. We all got one, you know.
Yeah. That mine might be a different color than yours. Mine might have red hair. Yours might have black hair, but they all stink. Just like he said, they all stink.
All stink.
Yes.
Well, with that being said, everybody, we are at exactly an hour and a half. Okay. We're going to have Ben back because I want to hear some more crazy stories about urethras and spiders.
Hell yeah. I'll
sure
be around.
He might have one, like he said, you know, he talked about gerbils. So we might hear that next time if we're lucky enough to get him back. Everybody in the comments needs to go to Mr. Ben Saldivar down there and message the shit out of him and comment on every one of his videos and say, go back to the Sippin Show for round 2. So he'll come back.
I'll gladly come back.
But we don't like to stay on too long. We know everybody's got other podcasts going on. Everybody it's Saturday. We all want to, you know, maybe, you know, you got an old lady, you might want to go do that. You never know. And, you know, his old lady Snapchatting him. That might be what it's about, Ben. You never know. You might be getting
a look.
Yeah, right. She's probably like, hey, this crop monitor done busted out of the fucking bathroom. It's getting the shit in the fridge.
Shout out to the urethras.
So with that, what do you have coming up, Ben? You got anything like podcasts coming up? Any shows? You got anything you want to shout out?
I'm gonna be on Tarantula Cat's podcast later next month. I forget the exact date, but it's gonna be on a Thursday. Other than that, no.
Is that Untamed, Unhinged?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Come on that channel? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I'll be over on that. And then the only show that I'll be vending is going to be the Glendale show out here in Arizona. I'll be vending with my buddy and partner Bailey and Camo Cages. We'll be slinging cages out here. And then we do the super shows in California.
Oh, okay, cool. Hell yeah. So you pretty much just stay on your side.
Yeah, this side of the country.
You got to start saving up, man. And you got August. You got to come to Daytona and kick it with us, man. We'll be by the poolside, drinking, grilling, listening to music.
Nice. Yeah, I plan on hitting Daytona. I plan on hitting Monitor Fest, and then if everything goes right, you know, maybe the NARBC in Tinley.
Bro, I might be trying to do the Monitor Fest as well.
Monitor Fest sounds pretty dope.
Yeah, it is.
It's right by where my mom stays. It's like 30 or 40 minutes away.
Where's that at?
My mom lives in Illinois. It's in Illinois.
Okay, Illinois.
Yeah, but it's worth it. Like,
where's Kurt at? So I can fuck with him. Illinois.
Illinois. Hell yeah. Well, everybody make sure that if you're on the West Coast, be on the lookout for Rooted Reptile. And that's Ben Saldivar.
Yes, sir. Right.
Saldivar.
I'm a Mexican in disguise.
Sophisticated ignorance after this, guys. If you want to tune in some more YouTube, hit old Sophisticated Ignorance up. You'll see Wiz and them after the show. Come on.
That's it. And that's another reason why we don't let it go over, because we know most of these people in the comments, they're going to jump over there anyway. So,
yep. Come on.
Justin, what do you got for everybody?
Like I say, everybody in the comments, thank you guys for coming out. Couldn't do it without you guys. And Ben, it was definitely nice seeing all your monitors, like learning some new shit. I definitely learned some new shit. You clip a little, you know, little peen, and still got another one to go. You know, come on. And 2 weeks later, at that, you know,
after I had my hernia surgery, I couldn't have sex for like 6 weeks, bro.
So I want to see if little dude does it. You know, if he does it, you're like, all right, well, come on. You know, at least I know if I go to the doctor and I lose one, I got another one 2 weeks later. Let's go.
One more cheers.
All right, guys. With that, and be kind to one another, everybody. Be kind to one another.
I was waiting.
Be kind.
That's his new thing, everybody. It used to be speed humps. This year, 2026. Be kind.
You know,
with that, chat, y'all are fucking awesome. Justin, every fucking time, every show, you're always here. I love it. Chooch number 1, baby. Choochie Choochie. Got that blingy blingy. And we got fucking Ben down there, man. Hey, everybody needs to go check his stuff out on Instagram. It's so funny. He does. I'm sure he has to memorize these stupid ass songs to do. Look, Kyle, you're a dirty bastard. Get out of here.
He's naughty. He's naughty.
He is, dude. I'm sure he probably sends you like privately some weird stuff like he does.
So wait, I gotta ask: are you doing this as Mark or Kyle?
That would probably be Tarantula Mark.
It's got to be Tarantula Mark. He's sitting there with the glasses, like, "Ow, this hurts."
He's doing it for research. It's different if you're doing it for research. It's science. It's okay. And I just want to let everybody know that's a good point. If you're doing it for science, there's no harm, no foul. So remember that next time you do something weird and you're wondering, would God like this? Would my mama like this? Is this something that I should be doing? Just say it's for science and then follow it up with I love you. RWO for life.